Hey everybody, it's Bruno on MB, where it all can't be serious. I'm here with my good friend Faisal Karmali, entrepreneur, portfolio manager, hell of a nice guy. And normally I got the black shirt on, but now I got this is away now,
Now
is it?
you got the away jersey.
I got the away.
I got the home jersey.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, welcome to my home. There you go.
Welcome to your home field advantage. So I better watch what I say over here, because you're generally a nice guy on
Generally,
interviews.
yeah.
Generally. You ever lose your stuff?
Oh yeah.
On an interview?
No, not on an interview.
You're always kind of like holding it in.
After an interview or something like that, if things go wrong.
Have you ever thrown anybody out?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Really?
we've canceled appointments. We've said it's not working. Get out. Oh, for sure.
So we have the short memory card, don't we, Art? Because I have a feeling I'll be one of those guys. But Faisal, I know that we're talking about the top wealth tips. So we're going to have a couple of them. Who else to ask this question? But seriously, there's nothing not serious about what you do. Like, you're one of the top wealth managers, portfolio managers, right?
Yeah.
So what would be one health tip? We already know those, but don't eat too much sugar. But anyways, wealth tip. Tell us.
So I think my industry has done a very good job at talking about staying within a budget, live within your means, all that type of stuff. What I think our industry has failed to do is help individuals make more money. It's not always an expense issue.
So not being on defense, being on offense.
Be on offense, right? Absolutely. So let's look at ways that you can generate more revenue, regardless of where you are in your life cycle. So if you're brand new, coming out of post-secondary education, and you got your job, it's not cutting the needs that you have. Either you cut your lifestyle, what most people in my industry will say, right? Cut the coffees, cut this, cut that. You hear that all the time. Why not look at ways to increase your revenue?
Right.
Increase your income. Look at different ways. I think right now where we are in this world with the gig economy, huge opportunity to make money on the sides. And so you can enjoy what you do, you can make money, you can live your lifestyle. I think that's the first tip I would definitely say is don't always look at the expense side of the income statement, look at the revenue side. How do you make more money?
So you know what, in all seriousness here, I keep saying that and then I drop into nowhere's land and stuff like that, but I know you have a good sense of humor. Hopefully you can teach me. But one of the things that you hit it right on as far as I'm concerned is like make more money. But let me get something straight. I think that just does not, people think that right away that means get a side hustle.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, sometimes you just have to look within, I think, your own company, your own industry.
That's right.
So for instance, if you're selling real estate and they kind of go, I got to make more money, so I'm going to get into selling dolls on the side. Maybe selling more real estate if you have an upside.
Yeah.
Like, I know some jobs are X amount of dollars per hour, but help us understand that, because I mean you're in the eat what you kill business too.
Yeah. So when you look at how you can create more income or revenue, first look within your own industry. Like and we'll use your real estate idea. If you're in the real estate industry, you don't just start selling dolls. You can look at other parts within the real estate industry. You can actually receive some more revenue. It's your backyard. You know it well.
Right.
So why not start there? Absolutely. And there are some industries or some businesses that you can't. You might have a 9-to-5 clock in, clock out job, but it's not enough for your lifestyle, or it's not enough for what the goals that you want to achieve. Then the side hustle or a side gig might be the right thing. But I think if you're a business owner, revenues are not meeting your needs, then look at ways to increase revenue within the industry, within your business, and then look outside. Absolutely. Very important.
So Faisal, let's talk about you for a second. For those of my viewers that maybe, I don't know, have been asleep for the last couple of years or live in Pluto, you're everywhere. Tell us about yourself. Like, I mean, just, you're an entrepreneur, you got shows, you're on major TV,
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, it all started, I would say, about 11, 12 years ago. I was very quiet in doing what I did as a portfolio manager, money manager, managing people's wealth, was always under the radar, quiet for about 15 years of my life. And then came the opportunity with my business partner to start talking about what we know. We actually had the opportunity to be on local radio, then go on to local TV, start building our brand accordingly for that, getting people to start to recognize you. And it wasn't enough. Like, it wasn't enough to actually connect with individuals, educate them enough. And so then we started to have our own podcast radio show, talking about everything beyond just money itself. So that's why the show is called More Than Money. And then once you get to that kind of a piece, you start looking at the rest of the world and you start saying, okay, I'm helping individuals manage their wealth, but where else can I actually make a difference? And entrepreneurs and business owners is the backbone of this economy. We've gone through a lot of tough times. And so how do we give back and help? And that's where I started my next show called The Exchange.
The Exchange. Okay, let's touch on that. The Exchange. Where do we see it? Where do we not see it?
Yeah, so The Exchange is a lot of the actual strategy and approach is in 3 different areas. Of course, you can get a podcast or a YouTube show. You can definitely look at that and watch our interviews that we do one-on-one. Where I get the most fun is the open exchange that we have with business owners. And many business owners will get together all across North America and we'll start putting up problems and ideas and we'll start sharing. We've done this in person, in a location. We've done this online. We've done this in different areas. And I think that's going to be, that's the next wave, is not just interviewing people and saying, here's what you can do and learn from that person via an interview, but actually have a conversation with the people who are giving their ideas and seeing how you can do it. And I call it the buffet of ideas. Take whatever you like, put it on your plate and go build your business accordingly. So I think The Exchange is an opportunity. The Exchange Live is really big. There's going to be an exchange we're going to call The Rescue, where we're going to go in and help business owners and really work with experts to help those business owners take their goals, their dreams, their lifestyle to the next level. And how do we do that?
So doesn't Greg Belanger, our VP, go on to the Exchange program with you?
Yeah, absolutely. What a great contributor.
Is he a disruptor?
No, he's awesome. I'll tell you one thing about Greg that I like is that
we're going to cut all this. So
no, it's good. No, I'm being honest. I think the one thing, and this is tied to your company and all the individuals you have in your company, is that Greg is not only a person who's there to take, he's there to give. And that makes the exchange really, really important. So he's taken some of the stuff that he's learned, not only in the interviews that you guys do, not all the content that you put out, but he's from his own experiences, and then he's trying to share it with everybody else so they all learn from it. And he's a big winner on the Exchange Live because he can really add value to all the entrepreneurs.
Yeah, because this is how we met, actually.
Yeah.
It's just that he was so excited on the MegaPixx side to start talking and get onto that, I guess, the exchange. And you've had to do it virtually for the last little while, I guess, like everybody else.
Yeah, virtually. We're looking forward to getting back to the in-person and virtual, give them choices.
Yeah.
Just up the game to help entrepreneurs. I think that's what we need to do. There's too many pieces of content and motivational pieces out there. There's no how-tos. What are the little steps you need to take to win? And that's where I think we can add more value.
So I want to go back to your portfolio management. That, believe it or not, no joke, that fascinates me, right? Because I'm trying to understand the approach that you take with some of these people. Instead of not saving money, but cost reduction, that whole concept of go out and make some more money. A lot of people already have some wealth, and some of them have their money and they go, oh, I want to conserve it. I don't want it to burn out. How do you have that conversation with people to say, hey, go out and make some more?
Yeah,
don't settle up.
So normally when someone is coming to me from a portfolio perspective, they're looking at transitioning to or living in retirement. And so they go, here's my nest egg. How do I make the most of it? And sometimes it doesn't make sense mathematically. And so I use
because they don't have enough money?
They don't have enough to match their lifestyle. So the normal course of action is just start cutting. Don't live on it. You want to retire, you don't want to work anymore, you don't want to make more income, just start cutting. Well, that's a really hard thing to do. And so we start off by giving them what I call the S.T.E.W Factor, S-T-E-W. S stands for save more. So you continue working and save more to reach your goals. T is take less. E is earn more. And there's a couple ways you can earn more. One, reduce your tax liability. So that's more of tax strategies and so forth. The other one is go make some more money. You don't have to work full time. You have the autonomy of time when you're in this situation called retirement. And so you have the choice to earn more. And the W for STEW is wait, delay your retirement. And so when you have those options in front of you, now you're in control, you're empowered to make the decision of what's right for you and your family, and then we can take the steps accordingly. But a lot of people do say earn more. And there's so many people that I know that will take a consulting job. They'll be a marshal on the golf course. They'll just have a side business, whatever it is, to keep them engaged, keep them motivated, spend their time doing other things besides staying at home with their significant other, and give them an opportunity to have the cash flow they want.
Well, that kind of goes back to a sports analogy too, or a sports example in the football field or hockey or whatever, baseball, but mostly football, is that you rack up a whole bunch of points in the first half and then you drop into prevent defense as opposed to going out and scoring more points. Notwithstanding little kids sport where you don't want to rub it in, right? But now in professional sports, how many times have you seen they say prevent defense is only good for one thing, preventing to win?
Correct.
And get on the offense. Keeps you alive. It keeps the energy going, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like driving down a major highway, 100 kilometers per hour, and all of a sudden you realize you're at a stage in your life where you just got to put the thing into park. Well, if you go from 100 kilometers an hour to park, something's going to break. You got to slow down. Maybe go on the off ramp. Maybe even go through a playground zone and go a little bit slower, and then realize what your life is like. And that way, when you're slowing down, you're still making money along the way. So it's not a huge impact or a surprise you're retired.
That's kind of a unique, is this a word? A unique approach? No, more
It is
unique.
now.
More unique. Yeah, it is. It's half Italian, half English, whatever. But it's a unique approach because you're right. I rarely see anybody in your situation that kind of goes, no, go out and play.
Have fun.
What are you doing?
Why do we work so hard for all this? So let's go enjoy it. So what's the real reason you've saved up for what you've done, and what do you enjoy doing? Because those two may be two different things. Yeah,
I remember telling people that, I'll never forget the day I said, you know what, I'm going to work my butt off, put my money away, this, that, and the other thing, and then when I retire, I'm going to get a motor scooter and a surfboard, and I'm going to live, off the coast of San Diego.
Yeah.
And the person I was telling this to, he'd already retired. He goes, you don't need a lot of money to do that. Why don't you just retire now?
Do it now.
And it was just like, well, because I want to go back to my nice house.
Yeah.
And not,
lifestyle.
It's lifestyle. It's not just that vision of just walking around the beach aimlessly picking up, shellfish kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so you can reach us at pkag.ca or just go to Google Faisal Karmali and you'll find us either way.
Yeah, we got the link underneath, don't we, Bambino? Yeah, we got the link. So so we're going to come back and we're going to talk about basically some secrets. And after that episode, it won't be a secret anymore. So we're going to talk about entrepreneur secrets and everything like that. So thanks, Faisal.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? That's pretty much all the time we have for this episode today. Thank you for tuning in with us. And you know what? Make sure you subscribe to our MegaPixx media channel so you will never miss an episode. And also, you can follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook, Instagram. We have content almost every day. So thank you very much for joining us. I'll see you guys soon.